Jerk of the week we find in the Cardinals-Giants game. The Cardinals, one of those teams that blew a big lead. They were up 10, 27-17 in the fourth quarter against the Giants. Giants scored twice in the last 6 minutes of the game, beat them 31-27. The key drive, the key play, or among the key plays in that final drive, a Eli Manning pass to Victor Cruz. 19 yards they pick up. There were 2 minutes and 46 seconds to play at this point in the game. The Giants have already cut the lead to 27-24. They're driving for either the tying field goal or the go-ahead touchdown. So they're down 3. They hit Victor Cruz with this 19-yard pass. He's surrounded by defenders, and Victor Cruz just goes down.
Gives himself up.
Gives himself up. The interesting thing is that time wasn't really an issue. Like, there's 2:45 to play. In fact, the value for the Giants is taking up time.
But there were 3 guys around him. Like, it's
I understand,
obvious.
but it wasn't. I don't think it was obvious because it wasn't the last 12 seconds of the game where you got to get down so that they can come up, spike the ball, kick a field goal. There's 2:45 to play. You're down 3 points. We're not running against the clock here.
Yeah, but if that's you wouldn't just go down. You'd get clobbered by 3 guys and fumble that way.
Dude, it's the NFL. That's what happens. You get tackled. So here's what Victor Cruz does. He catches that pass, and he just goes down, and then he gets up and leaves the ball on the field. That's it. It's not college. When you go down, you got to get touched. There's got to be contact in the NFL. The Cardinals pick up the ball. They recover. They're up 27-24. 2 minutes to play. Got a chance to run out the clock, win the game. Right? The Cardinals think they've salvaged a victory. No, the referees not only say not a fumble, they say that the play was dead, and then when Ken Whisenhunt, the Cardinals coach, tries to challenge the play, they tell him, no, we can't. The play was determined that the runner went down of his own and essentially gave up. That's the rule, giving up. Here is Rule 7, Section 2, Article 1E. And this is our jerk of the week, this dumbass rule. And Victor Cruz. They're sharing it because Victor Cruz gets a pass because they blew this call, and he still made an incredibly dumb play.
We got screwed.
An official shall declare the ball dead and the down ended when a receiver is out of bounds or declares himself down by falling to the ground or kneeling and making no effort to advance. By the way, the Giants then go ahead, score on the next play to take that 31-27 lead. They win the game 31-27. Now, NFL spokesman Greg Aiello, who frequently you'll read about in papers, he tweeted in the judgment call category, like holding, pass interference, that was not subject to review because, again, it requires the referee's judgment to determine that you weren't trying to advance or that you gave yourself up. But he just went down and dropped the ball. The Cardinals were going to presumably touch him at some point. I don't think Victor Cruz gave himself up. I think Victor Cruz forgot what was happening and didn't know the rules.
Just had a brain fart?
Yeah. Now, Peyton Manning did this because he realized we've just fumbled and probably lost a chance to victory. And Manning said...
Peyton Manning?
Eli said, oh no, or the gesture was, oh no, and then he said later, yeah, I thought we got a break on that one. And then Mike Pereira, who now works for Fox, and he was the former NFL head of officiating, vice president of officiating, he said, in my opinion, it should have been ruled a fumble. And the general consensus around the league yesterday was, no, they blew that call. This was not a guy taking a knee. And I've always wondered this because this is an interesting situation. Suppose a team gets the ball, a receiver catches the ball at the 35-yard line. Team's at the 50, the clock's running, they got no timeouts, pass over the middle. He catches it at the 35-yard line with 4 seconds to play, right? That's not enough time, forget it, because they're going to get up and spike the ball. Say they got a timeout left, right? 4 seconds to play, he makes that catch at the 35-yard line. Chance to kick a 52-yard field goal to win the game, tie the game. Doesn't it make sense for the defense to leave that guy up?
Yes.
Right. But you don't see it. You don't see it. I recall maybe a couple of times we've sensed that a defensive player got that. Hard to make that judgment, and then these are really skilled guys. You don't tackle him, there's a chance he's going to run past you, he's going to score a touchdown, so you want to get him on the ground. But in general, there's a value in not touching him. So in that sense, that's when a receiver needs to go down and wave. I don't know how do you declare yourself down? Obviously, I guess if you take a knee, although you put yourself at great risk if you take a knee, that as you take that knee, somebody's going to hammer you because you're not protecting yourself. Admittedly, it's a slightly flawed concept. Like, what do we do in that situation? But with Victor Cruz and 2 minutes and 46 seconds to play, you can't give yourself up, man. You got to take the hit, I think. And you certainly can't drop the ball. So they blew the call. The Cardinals don't get the ball. Ken was not allowed to challenge it. Giants scored a touchdown on the next play. They win 31-27.
And who scored it?
I believe Hakeem Nicks, who went to Temple. Hakeem Nicks, who went to North Carolina State with a big touchdown. North Carolina.
Wait, yeah.
North Carolina.
No Wolfpack.
he played one of the best bowl games I've ever seen anybody play. Okay, who knows what the hell bowl that was. So anyway, that'll be the rule / Victor Cruz, the jerk of the week. But some acknowledgement that the NFL needs to do a little clarity on that rule, and how would a receiver go down and declare himself done? And wouldn't it be great to see a defense not tackle a guy
and just surround him like on a
surround
punt?
him, like make the last come. I guess he could leap into them. They just, no matter what, either way on offense and defense, it would require some very quick, thoughtful thinking as the clock was running down there in that situation. Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz along with Rookie Mankiewicz, and we're hosting TYT Sports, and we'd like you to subscribe, wouldn't we, Rookie? What are you looking at?